sun's kind of come out behind us, so that's kind of put me in a little exuberant mood here. I feel like doing a quick little magic spell over it and my project here and make sure things come out good. But anyway, I'm going to first show you on this sheet of this plate steel here. If you got one of these babies, man, you can bend some things over it. And then I'll show you on the side of the bench here if you don't. So this is where all my fold lines for my sides are. So I'm actually going to flip it over to the very first lines I laid out, these hem lines. And I'm going to place it here on the edge of the metal, and taking my ball peen hammer and basically lining the edge of the metal up with my fold line for my hem. I'm going to hold firm and I'm going to give it a good whacking, and I'm just going to do one corner, come over and do the other corner. And then, you know, in thinking about this thing, at school we got the pan brake, so you slide it into a line and you clamp it down and you fold the leaf, and you can go anywhere from 0 to 120 degrees. But here we're doing things by hand, so you got to think about this hammerhead, and you got to create the angle with the hammerhead that you want to create on the metal. And so it's definitely more tricky, but I'm just going to go to 90 degrees. And I'm going to do that on all four sides. So there's one. And if I didn't have this metal block, I could still do it. It just wouldn't be as clean. It may take a little more work, but I'm lining the edge of the bench up with the hemline. Yeah, see? Mush. That metal is just so much nicer underneath it. But again, we can make it work. 90 degrees. Just not as crisp as it. Ah, heck. And because I do have this metal block and I'm wanting things to turn out perfect, I'm going to come back and so I got all my hems folded, roughly 90 degrees. Again, it's best if you don't see these hammer marks. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to line up this end, and I'm going to push it that way. So I'm lining up the metal. It could be the bench with my line that I've laid out. I'm start at either end, and then I'm going to work to the center, changing the angle of my hammerhead. I'll do that on this side too. This is about the point where I'm going to now take my block of wood, and it's going to go inside. And I think I'm going to do that because I need to bend these corners now. So just kind of angling your hammer a little bit, setting that side, set that side, work to the middle. Okay, well at this point I think I'm going to try these vice grips. Finding it hard to get these 90 degrees around this block, so you should have received a pair of vice grips and a nice little unit here. This makes things smaller or bigger, and so we're going to want these things to be adjusted where when you close them, they're pretty well closed, but not necessarily locked. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to make some slight bends where we've already started to bend. And so luckily it seems like it kind of misses the hem there. But we are going to come in here and we're going to just start kind of easing it up to 90 degrees, working our way down the side here. And that actually looks pretty good. I'm a little too far, so I'm going to fold it out just a little bit. Come over to this other side. Try to bring it up. This side's rolled. This is folded really kind of with a roll almost, not a very crisp. So, you know, if I go kind of close with these guys, maybe I can crisp up this corner down here, this bottom edge. And again, I'm just moving these about maybe a ½ inch per clamp and tweak here. Tweak, is that a technical term? Tweaking it. And looking pretty good there. All right, sweet. So at this point, I think I'm going to bend these sides up just a bit more before I worry about these tabbies here. So we'll do the same thing we were just doing, kind of grab it on the corner, try to miss the hem, fold it up a good amount. Hopefully till it's 90. I am sort of folding the hem a little more than I want, but I'll have to hammer that out. You can see that there. That's not so good, but other side. I think I got a little aggressive with it. Nice. Okie dokie. Okay, so at this point I think now I'm going to try to grab these tabs and pull this side up right here and make sure this is 90 degrees and grab this tab here right in the corner and give it a good crisp bend this way. Gosh, I can almost finger it there too. And work my way around. And do that on all the corners. So I guess at this point we're folding tabs. And those do have to go over under the hems, so I may have to trim that one as I look at that. But I'm going to work my way around and fold the rest of these and just see where we get to. Okay. And then just by my finger there, I was able to kind of push that one under, pull that up, finger that over. That looks pretty good. Push this up, make sure that goes under. Same over here. This is the one I think I may have to cut, huh? Well, maybe not. If I bring it up enough. Okay. So again, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to look to snug these up and fold those over it. We're going to come in here on this hem and do that number. We're going to do the same over here. Gad willing. There we go. Okay. Continue bringing these hems over. Same on the other side. Boy, that's not so easy, is it? All right, well, I got on my hems, I got on my tabs under. Use the old dimple technique. So, using this nail, I had a little success as far as locking these corners in, and just by striking this and kind of piercing it through to this piece, and it seemed to kind of lock things together. So let's see if I can make that happen. I'm gonna hold it here. I'm gonna put this nail right in the center of that tab. I'm gonna hold it firm. This is great. Give it a good whack, maybe two. And with that dimple there, it tends to kind of lock that corner in, so that's nice. I'll do that on this side. Center. Hold firm. Good whacking, maybe two. Yeah, that's good. Okay, this one's not 90, so it'd be sure nice to, before I set that, to make sure that's just pulled over as far as I can get it. Nice. Okay. One to go. This one too, I can definitely push a little bit if I can while I set it. Okay. Gosh, that's not too bad. I think the only thing I could say is at this point it might be nice to kind of go back and really do a little better job on flattening out these hems, keeping the hammerhead nice and flat, taking these crinkles out. Well, for the most part, there you have it. Maybe a little slight adjustment here. Maybe I could hit these tabs again. Let's see. Down to this bottom edge, right? They're kind of hanging out. Crisp up these corners. Like them crispy. Yeah, but hey, that's not so bad. I've seen worse as far as shop made, but with the supplies we have and the tools we have, and I'm pretty happy with this guy. So here you have it, a 3.5 by 5.5, 1 inch deep little parts box, I guess we call this. So this is our first sheet metal box. I'm pleased. All right. There you go. Good luck.